Luka's face after the game says it all. So it's 3-1 in the series. I did not expect this. I don't think anybody really expected this. I actually thought Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic would just take this one home and just sweep the Timberwolves, if I'm being completely honest with you. Anthony Edwards is one of my favorite players in the NBA right now. I really thought, you know, he was gonna take this out.
Kyle Anderson should be on Luka Doncic. He took on that challenge. Luka didn't have one of his best nights, and it allowed Ant-Man to stay aggressive on the offensive end because he didn't lose his legs on the defensive end.
But all in all, you got to give the Timberwolves some credit. Like I said, they never gave up. I mean, you're 3-1. You know, obviously you don't want to lose, but I feel like the fact that they just kept fighting and they never ever thought the series was over and they kept going allowed them to win this game. Karl-Anthony Towns finally found his rhythm, and the Timberwolves finally closed the game in the Western Conference Finals. Now they head back to Minnesota to see if they can make things even more interesting against Dallas. Towns scored 20 of his 25 points in the second half, and Wolves held off the Mavericks 105-100 on Tuesday night to avoid a sweep. Anthony Edwards had 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists as the Wolves stayed alive in their first trip to the conference finals in 20 years, and just the second in the franchise 35 seasons. Game 5 is Thursday night. Towns, who was shooting 28% from the field in the series coming in, was 9 of 13 from the field. 9 of 13, including 4 of 5 from three-point range, and that was after picking up his 5th foul midway through the third quarter. Being aggressive, Towns said, ain't no time to have any doubts in your mind, especially at this time. It's game 4, down 3-0. Ain't no time to have any doubts, he emphasized. Luka Doncic had 28 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists in his 6th triple-double of these playoffs. He and his co-star, Kyrie Irving, were just 13 of 39 from the field. Irving was 14-0 in his career in closing games coming in, made just 1 of 6 from long range and finished with 16 points. That game was on me, just didn't have enough energy, Doncic said, who was 7 of 21 from the field, including 1 of 5 in the fourth when he and Irving had combined as closers to build a big series lead. They won one game. We've just got to focus on the next one. The Wolves have led in the final 5 minutes of the fourth quarter of every single game in the series, and this they finished. Edwards put the Wolves up 5 with a jumper just inside the arc with 39 seconds left, and Minnesota hung on despite Edwards fouling Luka Doncic on a made three-pointer with 12 seconds left to go. It's hard to close in this league, Dallas coach Jason Kidd said after his team shot 29% from 3 in the second half. Understanding we didn't play our best. Give Minnesota credit, they did. Biggest sign of Towns' rhythm came in the third, when he scored 10 points in the first 7 minutes before picking up his 5th foul for elbowing PJ Washington Jr. in the face as Towns went up for a shot. Have him on the sideline but behind the bench for the majority of these playoffs, you forget the impact he can have, said Mike Conley, who scored 14 points. When your coach is up getting technicals and yelling, and when you see him hobbling around, it lit a fire on all of us. Towns fouled out in the final 2 minutes where Edwards and Rudy Gobert, who had 13 points and 10 rebounds, finished with 5 apiece. We weathered a lot of foul trouble out there, which was frustrating to say at the least, and said, credit to our guys. They found a way to win the game. The Wolves just avoided being the 16th team out of 21 to get swept after losing the first 3 games of a series that started at home. Jaden Hardy scored 10 of his 13 points in a 3-minute and 38-second stretch that spilled into the first bucket of the fourth quarter, a corner 3 that pulled Dallas within 2. The Mavs were without rookie center Derek Lively II, who injured his neck when Towns accidentally kneed him in the back of the head in game 3. Maxi Kelber was been out since May 3rd with a separate shoulder, turned to give Dallas another option inside, but Daniel Gafford didn't have his regular tag team partner as a rim protector at center, and the Wolves shot a series best 53% from the field.